Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of FBW Gaming, and I am Biscuit Weasel.
And I'm Flair as usual.
So, guys, if you guys haven't already noticed, we have the new Strike Pass in the game. So we're going to be talking about the Strike Pass. How do you max it? We're going to be talking a little bit about the different requirements for the Strike Pass. But before we get to all that, I just want to take a few moments to say thank you guys for coming to game with us. We really appreciate it. Please take a moment to like the video. If you haven't already, please hit that big red subscribe button. That way you get notifications when we post videos. We've got some really good ones that are going up right now, especially MSF.GG interview with Taijay and Pimp Toxie. Make sure you go check that out. Share these videos with your alliance mates, guys. Those are literally 3 things you guys can do that are free and really do help us out. So, all right, let's talk about this Strike Pass.
Yeah,
So,
actually, do we want to talk about some of the things that they just kind of announced today as well?
oh
Before
yeah,
we get into
sure, we can jump into that.
So a couple of things. So we are recording this on, if you're watching this past the 30th, this may be old hat news to you. If we go into red, they have announced that some of the changes. So one of the things was Doom's influence. Strike has successfully countered Dr. Doom's mystical assault. As a result, the Doom's influence updates will remain in place going forward. This includes the campaign node adjustments and lowered star unlock requirements for Mysterio and Hawkeye. Good luck, Commander. So stuff changed and it's staying, and people kept wondering how long that was going to stay.
Yeah, and they had it up for 90 days, and then they re-upped it for another 90 days. So when they re-upped it for that second 90 days, I went like, yeah, we're probably getting it permanently.
Yeah,
which is really they shifted some nodes around, which is actually pretty beneficial to a lot of players. So I think that was a good change.
and they've done some more shifting as of late as well.
They have.
Especially. And we didn't do a video for last blog post because it really wasn't a whole lot.
It wasn't.
The big things from that one was that they were shifting some nodes to add all of the Kree minions available early, including a star requirement for, I think, Kree Noble. And so being able to unlock them a little sooner and to farm them earlier helps to unlock Nick Fury earlier, which has some potential good benefits for early game players, but where we're standing right now, that is of no importance to us.
Yeah, but even then, that team is not going to be like an arena team. It's going to be it'll be a decent raid team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, it's a good raid team, and with Coulson, it becomes a good defense team.
Yeah.
So,
but defense team. But if you're in that early game, you're probably either not an alliance doing war just yet, or you've just unlocked alliance war. So you need to focus on keeping all your teams for offense.
Offense teams. We need to eventually do a war video. Thoughts about?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. All right. Also, as we're talking about, they are doing a Winter Soldier calendar. This falls in line with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Have you watched the show? Because I haven't watched the show yet.
I have.
Without spoilers, how is it?
Episode 1 was good. I enjoyed both episodes. The second one, to me, felt like there was a little bit more drama and less show, less story, less what's the word I'm looking for? Just less substance to the episode. There was a lot of drama, and I just.
Maybe more fleshing out characters instead of driving.
They're bringing in newer characters, like from the comics, not strictly from the game, or even the movies. So there's actually new characters that are being brought in to the show, which is it's kind of a nice dynamic. But the way those characters are portrayed, I think it's on purpose from the comics, and from talking to a couple of people on our Discord, that's kind of the way they're intended. I don't care for those characters myself, but I still enjoyed the show.
Yeah, so they're going to give us 120 character shards over the course of the month, which is not the usual 55. It seems like they've been doing these 120s a whole lot more recently.
Yes. I forget who the last one was, but it was really nice.
Yeah.
To have double the shards almost.
So, all right. We had a maintenance tonight, and number one, I'm claiming that stuff. Thank you, Scopely.
Yep.
But Strike Pass Season 1. So we'll go over this in-game mail, and then we'll look at the pass itself. We've already done the numbers to figure out how many days you have to do it. TLDR, you have to play every day.
Every day.
Every day if you're gonna max it out. But we'll go through this. So rack up big rewards by just by completing your daily objectives with the Strike Pass. Oh, hold on. With the Strike Pass. And
Nice
Season 1 is featuring Silver Surfer. And this is it's a guaranteed unlock on the free track, which he's a 2-star
50
unlock.
shards.
50 shards.
And he's a 45 shard unlock. So
45.
for all, for everybody that either didn't or couldn't buy the Silver Surfer offers, you can still get him free to play. And I have him at 2 stars. I did buy one of the offers. I know Flair is bought both of the offers. So he's a little bit closer to that 3-star mark than I am.
Oh no, I'm at 3 stars. They gave you.
You do have 3 stars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those offers were 50 shards for $20.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So yeah, and then they had their blunder that we're gonna have more offers in the future.
Yes, which I will be getting both of those.
Yeah, I will too.
Well, you've got the dolphin and the whale, so
well, and it's Silver Surfer, and I'm guaranteed a 4-star with this track. With this pass, and
me too.
I have a 4 red, so I'm for sure filling in that red. So select daily objectives now also reward strike tokens. Strike, select, and replace all but very specific ones. Strike tokens to hit season-long milestone rewards. You can spend power cores, which is about, I think it's 100 or 200 to jump up a tier, but as long as you're playing the game, you're gonna get these. And then it refreshes each season, which is fine. And now they do say that there are 3 tiers to this. So Strike 1 is for commander levels 10 to 49. 10 is when you unlock daily objectives. Strike 2 is from 50 to 69. So Dadgummit would be in Strike 2.
Yep.
So I believe this is mostly blue and purple gear. And I guess you can check that while we continue talking. Strike 3 is commander level 70 and up, and that's purple and orange, as well as orange elite gear. And commander level at the start of the season determines which strike pass tier you get for the duration of the season. There's also a premium tier. There are 2 different versions of this one. That is a $20 that just unlocks the premium track for you to work on as well. Or you spend $40 to get, 20 levels in?
Yeah, an additional 20 strike levels, which I'm sure there's going to be some really, probably a lot more of those Elite 1, maybe even some Elite 2 war orbs.
Well, we'll take a look here and see when we actually get into the past.
Potentially.
So, but for the maintenance that they did today, they did give us enough to do 2 levels of the strike pass.
So they got us on our way.
So, gonna go ahead and claim that. Also, there's a double ISO crystals for today, but that's just due to everything. And then we're gonna go through all the daily objectives that give stuff. And actually, I have this in a spreadsheet because spreadsheets are amazing.
Spreadsheets. So that second tier of the strike pass is all blue and purple orbs.
Okay.
Orb fragments rather.
But it's always in nice numbers to give orbs and not the partials.
Just 120 frags here, 50 frags here. It's 4,000 blue gear, 3,000 purple gear raid orbs.
And now we haven't actually done the straight up numbers to figure out what all is in the pass, and we may do a follow up on Friday. We may follow up later this week and be like, hey, here's all the rewards. Is it going to be worth it, or are you better off taking the RTA pass? And we may have to do a video later to talk about like which one is more worthwhile. I think for most players, this season of Strike Pass is 100% Strike Pass is more worthwhile than the RTA pass if you have to make a choice.
Yeah.
Because Silver
Surfer, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a 2-star gear 14 Silver Surfer is being taken into Dark Dimension 4 Dark Dimension 3 and Dark Dimension 4, and people are like, OMG, this guy rocks.
Well, most people are taking in a 3, but even then, 3 into like DD4 is doing it. Now DD3, not yet. No, he needs more stars before that's a thing. Anyways, So here is all of the daily objectives from here up that give points, and it's all in kind of nice numbers. So you get 10 points for RTA matches. You get 10 points for doing your 3 ISO missions a day. You get 10 for doing just 10 campaign missions, 10 for doing 3 auto matches. So you can get those when doing something like, say, your challenges. You get 10 for doing 2 challenges. You get 10 for doing 2 blitz battles, 10 for 3 supply purchases. You get 30 for doing 2 raid battles. Now, this used to be an optional objective, and this changed to being I think it changed to being a daily required.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
Which, if you're an alliance that does care about doing war, does care about doing raid and stuff like that, I'm sorry, but 2 raid battles, that's the bare minimum. If you're just doing 2 raid battles, your boot's out the door.
Yeah. Go find you a casual alliance.
Exactly. 10 points for doing 2 arena battles, and then if you do all of that, you get an additional 50 on top of it, totaling out to 160 total daily points. That is 1 level and a 15th of a level. So that's all that. However, if you just do that, you are not even close to finishing out the strike pass, because you have to go and do the rest of this stuff. Donations. Your donations, which again, in Alliance,
if you're an alliance and you're not doing your donation, there's the door jack.
Hit the door jack. 8 raid battles. Now this one, some players may be like, I don't have time to do 8 raid battles, but I'm like, dude, it's 8 raid battles. You spend 5 of them in one of them anyway. You have enough to do 20 battles total throughout the day. If you start from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, because of how energy is accrued. So 4 battles in Ultimus, 4 battles in Gamma or Greek or whatever the Greek one is, and you're fine.
Right.
Fuse a crystal, 30 points. Which for some players may get hard later on if they super crack and whale out, but people haven't super crack and whaled out.
Right.
Now, spend campaign energy. You have to do 600 points.
Yeah, which is the same as doing your 600 keys every day. So if you're doing your normal 600 keys, you're going to accumulate these 30 points very easily. Same with the ISO energy.
Now this one is 400 points, which is you get 720 a day if you do the free refresh.
Exactly.
So you should have more than enough energy to meet this requirement. All of the optionals added up. Donation is optional. It is optionally required, you moron.
Yep.
You get 150 points. That is a full tier. That totals to 310, which is 2 levels and again a 15th of a level. And this is the numbers to max out the 8400 here is to max out the strike pass. 8,400 points across. You have 28 days to do this. So it totals to 27 days and 0.10. So basically every day.
Right.
Basically every single day.
Wow. 27.1 days.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of crazy. Now, we have already gotten some stuff from Scopely saying that there are issues.
Currently looking into an issue where some players are not able to unlock their premium rewards for Strike Battle Pass after purchasing the offer. So if you wanted to upgrade your Strike Battle Pass to the premium Strike Battle Pass, you are not able to access those rewards at the moment. So they're taking down the premium Strike Pass offers as well as disabling the Strike Pass activation button while they investigate the issue. We will let you know once we have an update. Get wrecked, commanders.
Now you can still. Now here's the thing: it's kind of like the RTA pass. You don't have to do the premium track straight away.
Right. You have all season to buy it, and then there's probably going to be a reset period in the middle, very much like the RTA pass is, where there's like a week between seasons. So as long as you buy it by the end of the season, then you're fine. That doesn't mean you have to buy it right now. So,
yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and claim all this stuff. And this also gives me these points I need for Cosmic Essence. How are you doing on this anyway?
Oh, dude, I am almost finished. Let me pull up my. Hold on. I am sitting on milestone 41. I'm at 56,000 points.
Did you get? You already got the 5 red Zemo?
Yeah, I already had a 5 red Zemo before I got that, so
Mhm.
it gave me elite 5 currency, which I'm fine with.
Absolutely. So without doing any of the extra stuff, which kind of feels a little bad because like, man, I've spent energy today. I do have to do my refreshes, so that's going to be 480. But this goes for a whole day, so that doesn't exactly. I mean, well, no, this all refreshes at. This should refresh at daily reset. So yeah, we have 3 hours. So I have to spend my energy now, Jack.
Yeah,
Um,
and I made a little oopsie and did all my normal daily stuff at the beginning of the day, so
oof.
it's all right.
Oof. Yeah, so I'll do my dono and stuff later. So let's look at the strike pass. Tier 3. So this is tier 3. We may have something later looking at the tier 2 one if you're a player that is not at level 70 or higher. But here's what you're getting right now. So at tier 1, you get 50 cores on the premium track when you can buy it. You get 500 power cores as well. So this is just like the RTA pass. Okay. So I'm gonna claim stuff as we talk about them as well. So 50
All right,
power
so
cores.
I have Dadgummit up as well.
Uh-huh.
So we can talk about tier 2. So I've got the 50 cores, and then I have 2,000. I have a ability orb at level 2.
Now
I
let's
have a
be honest. This is like worth like 10 cents to me in
Yeah,
terms
it's
of
not that
actual value.
much.
They're awful.
Yeah.
They need to rework these. I have a training orb on tier 3.
Yep, so do I.
Okay. We have a gold orb on tier 4.
Yep.
Okay. And then tier 5 is gonna be the first 5 shards of Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer. Yep, I have that too.
120 ISO energy.
I have 120 regular energy.
Okay. Now some players may actually like that more than
Yep.
the ISO energy. And here you can see that yes, I do have a 3-star
0 of
Silver
80.
Surfer. Hi. Um, so ISO energy. These are the ion orbs, which are more valuable than the ISO orbs because these
Right,
are
because
the currency.
those give you the crystals,
These
which
give you the ions, the stuff you
are
need to fuse the crystals.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I have like 1.5 billion on both accounts actually.
Another 120 ISO energy. Is this campaign energy again for you?
Yes.
Okay. And now, so is this an
So
ion orb on the
nope. So
alt?
I have a premium orb,
Oh, okay.
and
Interesting.
then yeah. So at 7 and 9 I have premium orbs. 10 I get. I have 4,000 red star orbs, or I'm sorry, 2 red star orbs.
Okay. There's a red star. What? Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of bunk. I have this is 4 elite orb fragments. Then after that, it's purple energy. This is 1.5 of the purple gear raid orbs.
So this is where my blue gear and purple gear starts for the free pass.
Uh-huh.
So where you have your 3,000 blue purple gear raid orbs, I have blue gear.
Okay,
And
so
then I
so is
have
it the same numbers, just blue instead of purple?
um 3 so I have 3,000 blue, and then I get 2,000 purple gear raid orb fragments.
Oh, instead of 8,000
Instead of
rated orange.
wow. That's a big
That's a
difference.
very big difference. So orange gear, and this helps alleviate. So some of the things that they were talking about was that they were wanting to alleviate the access to orange gear
Yep.
and purple gear. This does not answer the freaking issue of 13 uniques at all.
Nope.
But we'll deal with that another day.
Yep.
So after that, it's more of purple and orange, and it's probably the same situation on the tier 2 account. Just that the numbers are maybe a little different. So what was it, like 2,000 here and 2,000 here?
So it's 3,000. I get 3,000 blue and 2,000 purple, and it just rotates 3,000 blue, 2,000 purple, Silver Surfer.
Okay.
3,000 purple, or 3,000 blue, then purple, then blue, then purple. Then I have Then I have 4,000 red star orbs at level 20.
For the fragments. Do not say that orbs because Orb Gate happened. Orb Gate was a thing.
Oh, yes, 4,000. I said it correctly. 4,000 red star orb fragments.
Oh, you said orbs. So you didn't say the fragment part.
I did say fragments.
Oh, okay. You may
Yeah.
mutter under your breath.
And then it goes blue, purple, and then I have training. Yeah, training orb fragments.
Okay. All right, at 26, it starts jumping up to catalysts, which it's 30, 30, 30, 30, purple, orange, purple, orange. Is that
So
IBCs and
minor
ABCs?
minor IBCs 20, and then ABCs at 20.
Okay. Now, I will say this. I think for a newer account, getting those IBCs kind of helps out a lot. Because you don't realize just how many IBCs you actually collect.
No, but every time I've needed them, I can go into like the supply store and then the Blitz store, and I make one purchase each.
Yes, but
And
the
then I can,
gold cost for IBCs is bad. It's not good.
yeah, but I have like millions of gold.
When you're built, well, when you're wanting to buy stuff like 13s and stuff like that, you can't.
For Dadgummit, I have 18 million gold. So it's just a matter of course, I'm not buying. I don't even have any orange gear
To buy
in my
it.
store yet.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's still just the purple gear.
Mm-hmm.
And the purple, blue, and green gear. So
Mm-hmm.
there's really not anything that's terribly important for me to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. I haven't. Yeah, there have been times when I've had to go buy some, but I usually have so much blitz currency. I'll just every couple of days I'll buy a couple purchases of those, and I
Yeah.
can stay stocked up.
Yeah. All right. So, one comment I will have: I wish this number on the SBCs was a little bigger. Because you need
Thousands
thousands
for one character.
for one. Well, it's about. I'm trying to think of the numbers because I'm in the middle of DD4 gearing right now.
I can pull up my Let me pull up my DD4 planner.
Yeah, it's a lot, but yeah, we need there. I feel like there needs to be more ABCs, not ABCs, SBCs. The ABCs is fine. That's 120 right there. That's fine. And of course, you do get SBCs in the orbs, but still, it's just like guarantee a little more than the same number of ABCs if you're gonna do that at least.
So my 4 global characters for DD4 require 4,560 SBCs.
And that's just to take them from 14 to 15.
Yes.
Dang, that adds up after a while.
And those are character. Well, other than Black Widow, 3 of the 4 already have at gear 14. So Black Widow, that means she's going to have SBCs going into gear 13, SBCs going into 14, and then SBCs going to 15.
Yeah. Oof.
So if you were to take, characters not already gear 13, and you take them from 12 to 15, the increase goes way up for SBCs.
And then it's more orbs and elite orbs and Silver Surfer fragments as you kind of go through. Every 5 tiers, it's either on the 3, it's either elite orange or it's Silver Surfer, and it bounces. So, and it's probably still the same thing with yours, just bouncing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right?
Yeah. Red Star Orb Fragments, Silver Surfer. Red Star Orb Fragment, Silver Surfer.
Okay. At level 46, I'm going to make the assumption that it is purple, so it's advanced catalysts for you.
46. No, I get purple raid orb fragments.
Oh.
So 46, 47, 48, 49, I get 1 purple orb fragment at each level. And then at level 50, I get 2 more red star orbs. And then at 51, it goes back to the catalysts.
Okay, so it's more ABCs and IBCs.
Yeah.
Okay. So on tier 3, it is 50s of resistance, focus, health, and damage. Which is fine. Armor, there's not a lot of characters that need a lot of armor. Honestly, Surfer is one of the higher armor catalyst requirement characters that we've had in a while. Granted, most of the best characters in the game so far have been controllers, and so they obviously take a lot more in terms of focus. So Surfer takes more armor. It's like 700 armor catalysts. So I have plenty of those. But this is nice. You get 75 on the paid track. And then we have another elite orange orbs, more catalysts, and then finally on tier 56 on the free track you get 10 silver promotion credits. On the paid track you get 5 gold promotion credits. What do you get
Yeah.
on the tier 2?
Same.
Okay. So pretty much where you see, I guess where you see orange on the 3, you see purple on the 2, and where you see purple on the 3, you see blue on the 2.
Um, Generally, now except when you see your orange elite orbs, that's usually where tier 2 has red star orbs.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's an orange orb, like the orange raid orbs, then that's where I usually see the purple orbs. But if it's the orange elite orbs, that's typically where I have the red star orb on tier 2.
So there's a couple of things I will say. I think they need to increase and Strike Pass on season 2 of the Strike Pass. They need to increase the SBCs.
Yep.
I think they need to make some availability on red star orbs
For tier
for tier
for
3.
level for people in tier 3, getting characters with those red stars, because if you're in that tier 3, you're probably most likely a player that's looking at Dark Dimension 3, Dark Dimension 4,
Mm-hmm.
Doom War. You're probably in a pretty competitive War Alliance. Um, Probably Gold 4, maybe High Gold 3.
And you want
Um,
those red stars. Red stars make
yeah,
the difference on
and
so many battles.
red stars are a huge um maker. It could be a make or break for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually found that I, I'm actually really happy
The dadgummit's getting red star orbs.
with Dadgummit Strike Pass over the one for my main.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, on my main, I'm like,
Now that one's strictly free to play, so it's only
right.
going to get the bottom track. Now,
Yep.
obviously, and here's and again, we'll have to do something maybe later on this week talking about the if you only can buy one pass, which is the pass that you're gonna buy, and we're gonna have I think we're gonna have to look at everything because it depends on where you're at. There's no 15s. There's no
Like, because if you get the battle pass from the RTA, you get so many like actual mini, like you get like 12 micro dots.
mhm. It's like
Um,
it's like 12 or 18
yeah, 12
pieces
or
per.
18, 15 mini uniques you get per, like, for each origin. You get like several hundred catalysts of each kind. You get a lot of like actual gear pieces, not just the orb fragments for
Mhm.
you to get a
You
random
don't get to
sort
play
of
a
gear.
gotcha game on whether or not you get the pieces you need.
Right.
You know right out the gate that hey, I know at this tier I'm getting this many of the lattices or I'm getting
Yeah.
this many of the polyfibers for 15.
Hmm.
So yeah. Overall, here's the thing. I'm gonna get it because it's Silver Surfer. Hands down, no questions asked. I'm getting it because it's Silver Surfer. Because I need him at 4 stars. I want him at 4 stars. He's going to 4 stars. No questions asked. Okay, shut up. I'm a whale. Um, Obviously, I imagine you're gonna get the strike pass as well because you need the shards to take him up to 3 stars.
Well, if I do the,
You're gonna do the 250s.
yeah, I will probably just do the 250s.
Ooh, you're gonna forego the strike pass tier 2, a premium tier.
I haven't decided yet. I waited until I saw what it actually was going to be.
I forgot. It's done right now. I was gonna look see how long you have to buy it. I hope it's like the RTA pass and you have the entire season to buy it. So you can decide on that last day or that last week, hey, here's where I am. I get all of this stuff for
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah. So this will probably end up being, um instead of me being able to buy, the new characters, I'll probably end up going, I buy the battle pass, I buy the strike pass, and that's it.
And then like maybe like a small offer.
Yeah, maybe.
Mhm. Yeah.
Maybe.
But all right. Yeah, I think as we go through, we'll talk more and more about the strike pass, and if you're really making those decisions, like maybe depending on where you are, one is going to be more valuable than the other. And I think really it's going to depend on who season 2 is, because
For the shard.
Silver Surfer kind of creates this predicament. Like you have to buy it if you want the Silver Surfer shards.
Yep.
If you were desperate for the Silver Surfer shards, you have to buy this pass.
Yep.
And
100%.
it's like Scream was a campaign character for RTA, so there's less incentivization. If you're already past DD4, you don't have as much of an incentive to go for the pass on that one. They're definitely wanting to milk some money out of players. Kind of disingenuous on some in business fronts, but it's a company, they're wanting to make money. We get it. So,
And
but
I'm okay with the company wanting to make money.
mhm.
I don't have a problem with that. But the way that the trend has been going the last few months, it just seems like it's more and more. There's been less and less contribution
Mhm.
back to the player base.
Less valuable offers,
Yes.
especially.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll end it here. This has already been going for quite a while. We're at like 30 minutes already. Guys, tune in for the rest of the week because we've got tons of videos coming out. Biscuit, you're doing a interview with Crash, who's been on multiple times. Finally have some questions so we don't ask him. He's over 1,000 days played, and so we have all that stuff. We have an interview and the first part will probably already be live by the time this video is dropped. Part 1 of an interview with Ty J and Pimtoxy of MSF.GG. Part 2 of that is going to come out later this week. And then we're going to have our regular shenanigans, and we're getting back into the grind. We've had a little bit of a busy hump in terms of real lives, and we're kind of back in the saddle. So here's the part where we start saying goodbye. So guys, seriously, thanks so much for joining us. We will see you all later on this week for more and more content. And until next time, I'm Flair.
And I'm Biscuit. See you guys later.